My name is Anthony Sequeira, and I am thrilled that you are joining me for Data Center Unified Computing Implementation 5.0 here at cbtnuggets.com. If you join me for the CCNA data series here at CBT Nuggets, you got an introduction to the UCS system. You dipped your toe into the waters that are UCS. But here in DCUCI 5.0, we are going to really dig into the implementation of these technologies. Now, we won't take very long here to get this course started, have no fear, but I do want to talk to you about four things in this course introduction. First, I want to make sure that you are completely familiar with the CCNP data center and how that works. This course does indeed map to that if you should be interested in Cisco certifications. I want to show you where you can get more information on the exam itself, and this will lead right into a discussion of what we are going to cover together in this course. Finally, I'll wrap up this short nugget by discussing my overall approach to this subject matter with you. So let us drive on up to Cisco.com together, and where we're going to go for information on the CCNP data center certification is under the training and events. Yeah, under training and events, if we click there, we'll see training and certifications. And we've got this great grid here. I absolutely love this, showing us all the popular Cisco certifications. Notice there's a data center row. And in that data center row is the professional level CCNP data center. Let's scroll down and take a look at the prerequisites. The prerequisites for the CCNP data center certification would be a valid CCNA data center certification. Just to refresh you on that, there are 2 courses and 2 exams. That's all you need for that level of certification. And we offer both of those courses here at CBT Nuggets, so check them out if you feel you need them. In fact, you do need them if you are pursuing the CCNP data center and you have not cleared them. It's the DCICN, which is basically ICND 1 and 2 with a little bit of added material, and then it's DCICT, which is a very, very in-depth course covering a wide variety of very important Cisco data center technologies. So there you go, the CCNA data center consisting of those 2 courses and exams. Notice if you have any CCIE certification, that will clear you of that CCNA data center prerequisite. Once we've got the prerequisites handled, it's off to the races with 4 courses and 4 exams. The first 4 that I'll be producing here at CBT Nuggets will be 642999, this one, DCUCI. That's the course we are currently enjoying together. I will then move to DCUCT, which will be 642035. That is the Troubleshooting Cisco Data Center Unified Computing. So we'll stay on the theme of unified computing. Then I'll backtrack to 642997 DCUFI, which is our Unified Fabric course and covers the Nexus and the MDS devices. An awesome course, and we'll hit that one. Then you know where I'm going. I'm going back down here to 642980, the Troubleshooting Cisco Data Center Unified Fabric. We'll stay on that theme. So 4 courses making up the CCNP data center. We haven't had many requests here at CBT Nuggets for the design courses. You could do, notice, the first 2 and then these 2 courses. If you wanted to, that could be the track that you choose, where instead of doing the implementation courses and troubleshooting, you do the design courses along with the implementation courses. The good news is I'll be covering much of this design material with you in our implementation classes where appropriate. So you'll be getting a lot of that as a bonus here in our implementation classes. So by the way, is it clear the recommended training that we have? You must take 642999. You must take 642997. Then you have an option. And that option basically is, do you want to really specialize in design subject matter, or do you want to specialize in troubleshooting subject matter? We have gotten more requests for the implementation and troubleshooting, so those are the courses that we are offering first here to complete the CCNP Data Center at cbtnuggets.com. So let's get some more information about this particular exam and course that we're going to be going through. Where do we get that? Well, just click on the 642999 hyperlink and you'll be at the particular course page. One of the valuable things that you can do here is you can review the types of exam questions. And this is real important if you have never done this. This is going to walk you through the types of questions you might face, including the simulation questions that may appear in this particular exam. So please spend some time with this if you have not already in your certification career. Step through and see the different types of questions that there are. And when you get to a complex type of question like a simulation, go ahead and click the Try Me button so you can literally go in there and try this particular interface and make sure you understand how a complex question like this is actually going to operate. Now, what are the exam topics that we're going to be digging into in this particular course? Well, we are going to go in great depth into the C series devices, a greater depth than we have ever done in any course here at CBT Nuggets. The B series devices and their connectivity are going to be intensely covered. We'll talk about all of those great UCS tricks like storage sources, connectivity, resource policies, service profiles, virtual host bus adapters, virtual NICs, all of the subjects that we just scratched the surface on in our CCNA level training will be explored and will be very hands-on. We'll be in the UCS interface together, really ensuring we can step through the click-by-click that's going to be required in order for you to quickly provision compute resources in the UCS system. We'll also be covering in depth here, in great depth, the amazing virtualization capabilities and the amazing integration with VMware's vCenter that we have possible in the UCS system. Now, as promised, let me just tell you a little bit about my approach here. What we're going to do, and this is not just my thing, it's a CBT Nuggets thing, right? We're going to make sure we are extremely concise and efficient with these nuggets. My target time for each nugget is going to be just 20 minutes. There'll be plenty of times we go under that, plenty of times we go a bit over that, and that's going to be dictated by the content, of course. And we're really going to have that 20-minute target. This makes for very, very efficient training. We can make it so efficient like this because we're not going to cover anything that's a waste of your time in any way, shape, or form. We're going to be very hands-on in our approach. This means I'm really going to be presenting real-world situations for you, real-world challenges, real-world problems, and we'll see how the UCS system can address those. After all, while Cisco data center technologies are totally cool, totally awesome, we don't just implement them for the sake of implementing them. We implement them to solve major challenges that our IT organizations face today. Now, on top of this hands-on real-world approach, I will make sure that we offer complete certification coverage. That means if you should decide to go into the exam environment, you are going to feel 100% comfortable. You're going to feel totally educated enough to answer every single question with confidence. So you get the best of both worlds here, a real world approach, and we'll cover the certification environment as a simple byproduct of that real world mastery. Well, I don't know about you, but I am extremely excited to get started with the actual content of our DCU CI material here at CBT Nuggets. So I'm just going to be quiet. I could talk about the course for a long time. I don't want to do that. I want to get into the course with you. And by the way, it is a great, great privilege to have you join me for this. I sure hope this first introductory nugget has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.